Hello, in this video, we will introduce passing arguments by reference. In C++, there are two ways to pass arguments. One is by value and the other is by reference. We already introduced pass arguments by value. Now let's look at pass arguments by reference. Let's look at this example now. See the consequence of passing by value.
The program starts the execution from the main function. The statement assigns 1 into x. The statement displays the value in x. Check your understanding. What will be x after invoking increment x?
Invoking increment x, you're going to pass the value of x to n. N becomes 2, n is displayed. After this is finished, what is x? X is still 1.
You are correct. X will still be 1. Let us continue to see how it works. The statement invokes the increment function. The value in x is passed to n to invoke the function.
As you see from this animation, the value in x is passed to n. N and x are two different variables.
The statement increments n by 1.
N is changed, but x remains unchanged.
The statement displays the value of n. The function is finished and will return the control back to its caller. The statement displays the value of x after the function call.
Now, the increment function is finished. X in the main method is still 1.
The main function exits. The program is finished.
We're going to introduce passing by reference now. Using passing by reference, you will be able to associate the arguments with the parameter. So make them point to the same variable. So what we're going to do is to use this symbol right here. We're going to add this symbol right here. I'm going to add this symbol here. This is void increment int and n. So I put this symbol right here, %. So this can go anywhere in between int and n. So this is all fine. But for consistency, for readability, I'm going to put the % right after the data type. So now n is the pass by reference. So see the difference now? Without %, this is passed by value. With %, this is passed by reference. And let's look at the effect of pass by reference from this animation. So I'm going down to this animation right here. So this is the animation. Let's look at the animation right here. This is the animation with pass by reference.
The The program starts the execution from the main function. The statement assigns 1 into x. The statement displays the value in x. Check your understanding. What will be x after invoking increment x?
Now, in this case, when you pass x to n, because it's passed by reference, x and n will be actually the same variable. So they all point to the same variable. When you change through n, you also see the change from x. So after this increment is finished, x will be 2, n will be 2, x will be 2.
You are correct. X will be 2. Let us continue to see how it works. The statement invokes the increment function. The reference of x is passed to n. So now n and x are the same.
Now you see, n, x, they are the same now.
The statement increments n by 1.
So this now becomes 2. X becomes 2, n becomes 2.
The statement displays the value of n. The function is finished and will return the control back to its caller. The statement displays the value of x after the function call.
So with this ampersand in the parameter, it is passed by reference. Let's look at this parameter. This ampersand, we're going to write this code here. This is count is int is 1. Now we're going to assign count to r, but what is r is by reference. So you're going to assign the reference of count to r. So r and the count now point to the same variable. So what is count? Count is 1. What is r? R is 1. Now let's do r plus plus. It's now the same. And you're going to see this is r and the count is the same. Count is now 2, r is 2. So let's assign 10 to count. So what is count? Count is 10, r is 10. You can see this from this animation.
The program starts the execution from the main function. The statement assigns 1 into count. The statement declares a reference variable r that is merely an alias for count.
So
R and count represents the same value in the memory.
r and count represents the same memory location. So r is now just an alias of count. They are the same.
The statement displays the value represented in count.
It's 1.
The statement displays the value represented in r.
It's 2.
The statement increments r by 1.
Now it's 2 now.
The statement displays the value represented in count.
And count is 2.
The statement displays the value represented in r. The statement assigns 10 to count. The statement displays the value represented in count.
Count is 10 now.
The statement
R
displays
is
the
10.
value represented in r.
That is all for this section on passing arguments by reference. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.